Welcome back, guys. So this video, I want to try to do a Mardi Gras inspired kind of purple, green, and gold. But first, I ran across this out in the garage the other day. This is one of my old paintings from probably 2 years ago, back when I was doing flip cup and hadn't heard of any other method for acrylic pours. And I just recently went over it with that Liquitex gloss varnish, and I know there's a couple spots that, you know, something else was on top of it and it kind of dented the canvas a little bit, but this one is mostly going to be for me to keep unless somebody really loves it. I don't plan on listing it, so if you really love it and you decide that you just want to have it and you don't care about the dents, email me at kitcatsgalaxy@gmail.com and we can talk about shipping and a price and all that good stuff. Otherwise, it's going to go up on my wall and be inspiration for me to remember my flip cup days. So the colors we're going to use today are FolkArt Tanzanite. This one is actually a mixture. I don't have a lighter color of purple in the metallic, so I was trying to mix up. This was a bottle of Dollar and Rowney System 3 silver hue that I didn't have enough silver paint to make my full mixture, so I had it marked that it was 0.3 ounces of silver, and then I took some more of that Tanzanite and added that in there to make up my normal 0.8 ounces, but it was still a little bit too dark, so I turned around and I added a little bit of white in there to lighten it up some. It didn't really lighten it up as much as I thought it would, so we're gonna try it out and see if it works, and if it doesn't, it was a weird experimental mixed color and it's still pretty. It's just not quite as light as I would have liked it. Next up, we've got FolkArt Pure Gold, Dollar and Rowney System 3 Pale Gold, FolkArt Malachite, FolkArt Peridot, and my base is the Artist Loft Flow Acrylic White that I usually use. So I'm going to go ahead and flood the canvas, do my first layer of color, and I will be right back. Welcome back, guys. For those of you who didn't see my earlier videos where I was having trouble with the autofocus on my camera, the reason that I do this first layer of color before I start the video back up is because when it's pure white like that with no color on top of it, my autofocus likes to freak out, and I don't have an option on this phone to shut that off. So rather than having to deal with you guys watching a blurry video while I'm trying to pour the base color, I've just decided that I'm going to pick up when I put that first layer of color on. And it seems to be working so far. I haven't noticed that many issues with the random autofocus. I am, however, hearing a lot of sirens tonight. I wonder what's going on. So since this is supposed to be kind of a Mardi Gras inspired thing, I am putting multiple layers of the gold in, because even though it tends to take over on paintings where you may not want that to happen, on the Mardi Gras colors it's kind of supposed to be a big deal. So we're gonna try to make sure that happens. And I've been having small issues lately with things not wanting to flow the way I want them to, so I'm just adding a little bit extra white in here. So hopefully that won't be a problem with this painting. I don't see any other issues besides the bubbles and one bit of fuzz. Okay, so let's see how it goes this time. Okay, the gold really took over. So did that white. Normally, whatever you put on top will actually show a lot more than what's been going on lately. So I was hoping that the green would actually pop out. A lot better than what it did. And it still isn't really wanting to. I think I might actually scrape this side. I generally try to avoid scraping just because I don't like redoing a painting and wasting all that paint. But that's definitely not flowing the way I want it to. So this one time we're going to scrape, and you want to make sure whenever you scrape like this that you get those sides cleaned up, because if you don't have, whenever you go to blow it out again, that stuff on the sides there, the colors can bleed through. So wipe all that down and stop throwing my painting all over the place. And I actually have a trash can back there. I didn't intend to throw my paper towel on the floor. I just missed. Really bad. All right, so let's try spreading this. Whoops. Try spreading this all out again. And I hope this isn't blurring too much, since there's other stuff for the camera to focus on. If it is, I'm sorry. Very, very sorry. And I missed my trash can again. Okay. And if it works this time, I'm gonna go back and fix those sides. I'm just not gonna take the time to do that right this second, because if I have to scrape it again, I'll have to clean up the sides anyway. Let's try going the other way around on the greens. All right. Goes nothing. Bubbles. Poppity pop. All right. Okay. Here we go. Nope. Here we don't go yet. There. Let's try it now. Alright, we've got a little bit more color in there now than what we had before. Okay, now we'll touch up those sides. Now, I like my colors to flow over the sides a little bit. I just think it looks good. But sometimes there's patches like that where it's a little bit of a dry spot and the color didn't exactly flow over the side like I wanted it to. So if you just tap it with that white and let some of that flow on there, eventually it'll pull a little bit more of that color down. And then always make sure you scrape the edges underneath. Just like that. Just get those drips off. And then 5 or 10 minutes I'll come back and I'll do it again. And it really doesn't take that long for the edges to start drying to the point where you don't have to worry about that anymore, at least with this mixture. So I really only have to do it once, maybe twice after this. And that really just depends on how much paint you put on the canvas. I think that's all the fuzz. Alright guys, so I'm going to pause the video and bring you down for a close-up because I'm actually really liking this one now. I think that it's gonna dry and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like this one better than my first Mardi Gras inspired color batch. So I'll be right back. Alright guys, so this is what it looks like from my side of the table. And if you look, all those beautiful little cells in there, I love it when those come out like that. And those greens and purples, I love this color mixture. Well, let me know what you guys think in the comments. I have a link for my Etsy shop, but bear with me as I am still listing items. It's going to take me a while. Between paintings and varnishing, I have to get pictures done and listings written and all that good stuff. So it's a long process, but I'm working on it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you get notification anytime I post a new video. And also, I'm sorry I didn't show you the last painting that I did. It is still drying. I am currently recording multiple videos a day since I'm preparing for going back to work next week. And I would like to actually have content available for you guys even when I'm not at home and able to paint during the week. So I will show you those as soon as they dry. But for now, have a good night. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys soon.